That's right, baby. $72,000 for Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. This is a real all-time high. The last time, that was a fake all-time high. This is a real-time all-time high, baby. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get that music back up and running, baby. Oh, so sweet. What a beautiful day it is to be alive. Remember when I bought $19,000 Bitcoin? Can you believe I'm up $50,000 on that buy? My 20 grand, less than 20 grand, turned into $72,000. And I tell everyone it can be that easy to make some money here in this game. But nobody believed me back when it was 15,000, 16,000. I said, this is a bargain, everybody. You got to be buying down here. People were afraid. And I knew that the fear, see, I've taught myself to buy into the fear. Once you use the fear to your advantage, you become unstoppable. You feel invincible. You never are. Remember that. No matter how big your britches get, always submit to God, and that will keep you in check. Submitting to God is the best thing for keeping yourself grounded. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that's your time. Look at this tie. This tie is sick. You see it? It's got Bitcoin. It's got the charts. It's got a little lock. It's got a wallet. Little mining. Little Bitcoin mining tie. I know maybe it's hard to see. Number one rule, never chase, baby. So everyone knows last night, my daughter, she started bleeding out her nose. I think it's just a nosebleed that was just getting a little out of control. She kept swallowing blood. Blood, when you swallow blood, will make you throw up immediately. You know what I mean? And so she threw up. But when she threw up, it was a lot of blood. I'm being honest. It was a lot, like, the first time. So we called the ambulance. They checked it out. They said, all right. And then, like, an hour later, I checked on her. She woke up in the middle of the night. It was going down the back of her throat. And she threw up again. This time, well, when she threw up, everyone, you guys aren't going to believe this. And there was more blood than that. Like, that was one goop. And it was just so much blood, like, that we brought her to the hospital. And they checked on her. So far, she's doing well. When I just went to the hospital about 8 o'clock and dropped off some food and things for my wife. So I was there. I was in the hospital all night. I literally was behind an ambulance last night with my daughter in it. I just couldn't believe it, man. You know, one minute you're sitting there, everything's fine, and the next minute your life is just, you never know what could be happening, you know, and hopefully it's nothing. And it just, you know, something that got a little blown out of proportion. But then they checked her blood, and So right now she's admitted. She's in the hospital, and my wife's sleeping next to her in a room. 72,170 for Bitcoin. And if you were with me last night, let's talk about it. So I get home from the hospital. Part of this is crazy. So I get home from the hospital, and I see Bitcoin's about to rip. So I immediately open 2 trades. Look at this. This is crazy. And you can kind of catch me in the trading group. So here I am, right? Where are we? Let's kind of go back in time here. 321. And you can see all those free calls. There you go. So yesterday at 5 in the morning, things were going well in these 2 trades. Anyway, they took us to the downside Sunday night, right? It all happened so fast. Let me jump to the present here. Here we go. It all happened so fast. But, yeah, so I get home. And right when I get home, 3:50 in the morning. See, I get home from the, right when I get home. What time is it? 3:17. Okay. So I open a trade when I leave to go to the hospital at 10 at night, because I see that Bitcoin's has this divergence, and I'm like, you know what? I'm opening up a trade on that. That's likely going to play back to the upside, right? So I open up a long, and I go, and the long had I think a $70,000 target or something like that, 70,800. So the long hit. This was the original long, and so I get home to see that my long's up at 3 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I see something in the charts, and I open up 2 aggressive longs. And immediately, so this long hits. I close it. Should say close price. Yeah, close price. It's 70,029. All right, I make 552. Bang. So I come home from the hospital up $500 at 3:15 in the morning. Then I open 2 new trades because I see that the charts are about to explode. I could just tell. And I could see that we were about to get a pretty big move to the upside, right? And there was liquidity further up here, too, telling us we were going to 72K. See how there's Big Red? Don't play with Big Red. When Big Red tells you on BOOKMAP where he's going, understand that's where he's going. Look, 75K is Big Red now. So he's saying, hey, I am going to 75,000. And, I might even take you up to $80,000. So, we are continuing to go to the upside here for Bitcoin. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. But we're on a mission to the moon here, and these prices may never be visited again. So if you're in my trading group and you remember correctly, I just gave the 12-hour time frame, and this is the exact trade, right? Below that wick we had right here. I said put the stop below the wick and go for about 77,500. So far, you were fat in the money if you took this trade with me. You would have been down last night. As long as you didn't panic sell and you held, you are in the money ridiculously. So what I did is I sold half my trade when Bitcoin was getting a little sketchy last night, and I let the less run here. So this has already been a realized gain. I don't know how can I show my realized gain. It's there. Usually I see everyone else get to show their realized gains. Anyway, I did take gain. I always see it right here. Maybe it's right there. No, I don't know. That's where I see my stop loss. Anyway, so this trade's still banging on them, up 79, from this leftover moment. And I did add a little bit to it. Yeah, that's what happened. So I took out half and then I add a little bit to the trade. But this is the only trade open at the present moment. We just got this beautiful divergence. And I'm telling you, every single time you get above the 200 SMA at this point, we already longed it throughout the bear. It already worked in the bear market. It's going to work even better here. I mean, it's going to be insane. So we're going to break down where I see Bitcoin going now and how, and not make it so messy for you, nice and easy for you to see. All right. So Bitcoin just did a basic double bottom here. All right. Had this little triangle on the 1 minute last night when I was like, all right, where's it going, right? This is how I figure out where price action's going. And I could see that we were likely going to continue. Target is even further up to about 75,000. All right. Let's kind of break all this down for you and show you how I knew what was going on, how I got into the trade, how I knew where we were going to pump and why, how I stayed in all my altcoins, even though we dipped down here, and how I bought back into all my bags that I swung trade, and how I'm up pretty nicely on the day already with a monster move to the upside for Bitcoin as, the account continues to rise. It's been an insane run. Even today alone, up another 11,000 it's be going up between $11 and $20 to $30,000 every single day. Like some days 15, some days 11, one day it was 29, one day 20. These are the days to be alive, all right? This is the bull run. And honestly, if we were going to dip, we would have dipped when we dipped last night there. That got bought back up so fast. That was insanity. And then we would just, boom, I mean, they gave you an entry right there, 66.8, and we were gone. Absolutely gone. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to break it down. You know, I was just looking at the ascending triangle at the end of the day, right? I kept it real simple. You could say it extended to a rising wedge. And you know what? That's cool because rising wedges break up 68% of the time. And then my big move here is the whole length of the pole. That gives me about $88,000. I keep getting 88.4 every time I do this. 88.4, 88.4, 88,400. Then 100K will be 12,000 away. It'll be like everyone will be like, oh, 100K. When Bitcoin hits 100K, people are going to bug out. I think they're gonna flip their lids. It's going to be insanity. It's going to have over a $2 trillion market cap. It's going to be a pretty big deal. Right now, Bitcoin is the 8th biggest asset in the world, surpassing silver. The eighth biggest asset in the world, surpassing silver. Bitcoin. All right. This is really me last night. Following an ambulance.
She had blood, her nose was bleeding, and then she started throwing up.
Like, what is going on in my life?
I guess me being the naive dad,
But anyway, so Bitcoin breaks above a key resistance that it had issues at about 69,000, now 70K. Now that that's free, that's your next support zone for Bitcoin. Sorry to the bears. But, thank you for all the shorting you've done because you continue to provide us just a really lot of exit liquidity. And we thank you so much. So politely, always be polite to your fellow bear. For your fellow bear was the stepping stone for you to lift higher to the upside and to get more gains. All right. So for all the bulls out there, always say thank you to a bear. All right. If you see a bear out there, send him a buck. You know what I mean? If you see a passing bear, offer him some lunch. You know what I mean? Tell him you're there for him and you appreciate his contribution to your continuation in wealth. I hope people could take a joke. All right. I hope people could take a joke. But shout out to the shout out to the bears out there. So we're in price discovery. Bitcoin's never been here. So how do you figure it out? Well, you go to Miami, and you find out what's happening. And I'm telling you, my measure moves are spot on. I'm going to get you there. And then we can't get there without making flags and movement. So the smaller time frames are going to flag out, and they're going to give us some type of bullish pattern, some type of positioning here. This could be a Livermore cylinder. A Jesse Livermore cylinder that just continues, and then you got a 1 minute here. You'd be looking for price action to stay above a 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame. As long as that happens, this is continuing on the smaller time frame to 75,864, then 77, and you can see, and then I have my 88. So these are my levels that I'm watching. Obviously, we have a resistance for Bitcoin at about 74,000, right? And this is kind of where we stand. Futures are at 72.4. Here we are on spot on Binance at 72,345 for Bitcoin. And what a beautiful time it is to be alive. If you were in my trading group, you would be making massive gains. I was up all night, even though my kid was in a hospital, making sure you got every single gain you needed. Putting out altcoins, putting out ideas, flipping it, giving you a Bitcoin trade that played out beautifully. On top of the Bitcoin trade I gave out that played out beautifully. On top of the other Bitcoin trades I gave out that played out beautifully. On top of me showing you the actual trades playing out beautifully. I show you the money. I show you the trades. I don't show you any BS. Most transparent dude on YouTube. Let's go, baby. You know why? Because if I was going to pay $99 a month, if I was going to be in a trading group, if I was going to do something like that, which I did, I'd want to make sure that person was working every single day. My mentor used to put out a video every single day. He taught me what it meant to be consistent if I wanted to win. I analyzed it. I said, wow, you have to go that hard? It was sickening how hard I realized you had to go. Most people don't know the level that they're going to have to go to get there. They're going to maybe live stream for a year and think it wasn't worth it. I did it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Eventually, after my third year, it began to slightly pay off. My fourth year, right? Now my channel's been up since 2019, right? Of September. So we're coming on our 5th year of doing YouTube. But honestly, only the last 3 years did we really get success. Last 2.5, really. There was a long road. There was a long road before that. All right, Bitcoin kind of taking a pullback here. Likely coming back to the bottom of this pattern, you see. That's what I see happening. And then we still got some support here, too, for BTC. All right. We'll look at the bigger time frames, too. It's always good to look at. Look, this is something I just haven't looked at in a while. Look, I even had the target here. It's hitting the target exactly. I don't know how I had it. All I did was grab the length of this pole, I guess, you know. But I don't know how I guess like I went a little small ball on it. Just interesting. I don't know when I drew that, but anyway. So, and that if you just played that tightness right there with the stop loss below the previous support, like this stuff is like Bitcoin was like elementary. Like you didn't even have to be a crazy, like everyone's like, I'm an amazing trader. Like you didn't have to be that smart. Like all you had to do was like buy support and resistance flip. Like look, there's resistance, bounce, fell through, got above, bounce. Right there. That's a perfect place to write because that's an SR flip. Stop loss right down here. Stop loss could have been right near the buy. SR flip, gone. Money. Thank you. Thank you. You know? Anyway. So there she blows to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. And now, the thing is this. If Bitcoin breaks back, so this is why I'm very good at what's going on with Bitcoin and how to track it. Especially, my specialty is price discovery and quick dumps. I'm the best when people don't know where price action is going to go. That's where I specialize. That's why this channel blows. That's why people love it. That's where we attack. All right. So watching the 1 hour right now, you're a little away for the 21, but you could just, even the 1 hour, just flag it out like this. It is just. That's just a little bull flag, right? You can only assume that the 1 hour could continue to the upside here to 75,900. We have the liquidity all the way up to 80K. Do we go to 80K today? We very well may. You have to understand this. Why? What's going on? Why is Bitcoin pumping so hard? Number one, you had all of retail really waking up now. If retail hasn't paid attention now, it's on the news. Your brother, your friend, everyone that got into Bitcoin has made money now. Unless the person that tried to short last night, you know what I mean? But basically, unless you buy right now. Like, if you bought right here, so 99.999999% of people that have bought in Bitcoin are in profit. Your wallet is in profit. So many wallets. Like, you can go through the ledger and see all these rich people. You can see them like, oh, there's a rich guy, there's a rich guy, there's a millionaire, you know? Like, Bitcoin officially made me a millionaire, you know what I mean? Like earlier in this year, Bitcoin is beautiful. Bitcoin is absolutely beautiful. Now Bitcoin will make you a millionaire a few times over. How does that feel? Shout out to anyone that became a millionaire with Bitcoin on this cycle already. Who here has already became a millionaire on the cycle? If you'd like to admit it, you can. If not, I understand. You can be humble about it. Put a 111 if you already became a millionaire on this cycle, maybe from an altcoin, Bitcoin. Because this cycle has been out of control. It's been out of control. My granny has bought 99 cents worth of Satoshis. Congrats to the gains. We got some millionaires there. We got some people in there. Look, a couple times over. We got some triple ones in there. Some people became 100,000-aire. Okay? Hey, man. If you change your living, if you change where you were at and you're in another level, shout out to the lifers. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the $50 super chat. Say, I've been watching a few months now. You taught me how to read the charts. Just paid off my debt and bills from Turbo. Gonna work on my relationship with my family. My grandma who raised me was called Irene. So R.I.P. Irene. Hope your daughter is okay too. God bless Benzo, Enzo, MK2. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $50 pound, 50 pound, man. And shout out to the $89 in chat revenue. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank each and every one of you for your viewership and for jumping on in. All right. Shout out to the fan funding And everyone, I think we have lower viewership because of the time difference in America, which is kind of sad, right? We change our time to 10 a.m., so my time changed. Always throws off the YouTube algorithm and the viewership. It's kind of sad for me because I build things up. Then we lose a little slippage. We were getting up to 2,000. We should have 2,000 people here, but we have 1,300. We will keep it up. Hit that like button. Let people know we're still here, banging on them to the upside. We did not change our time. My area changed their time on me, and I just keep going on the same time, right? I could have, I guess, kept going at 9 a.m., but that would have thrown me off so bad. If you like Solana dog memes, Churro, the Jupiter dog, co-founder, bought 10% of the supply. You keep saying that. I don't know if it's true, so I'm not going to repeat it. DMTR looking like it wants to push, and no offense to you because it probably is true, but I don't know. So you got to understand where I'm coming from. Shout out to your 5th super chat on the live, though. Thank you. And shout out to the first super chat on the live from Benzo Enzo. Blessings on blessings. We appreciate you. Blessings to everybody out here. Just want to send love to you. My daughter's in the hospital, but she seems okay. I don't want to blow it out of proportion. Stop the bleeding now. She should be okay. But they're going to just check her. Ramadan Mabarook. Hope all is well with the kid. Thank you. Amen. Shout out to Byron Franco. Shout out to Chris Thomas. Can you simplify how to profit from Bitcoin futures? Yes, you buy and sell using the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame. You can even use the 1 hour time frame too. Look at that. That was right when we got above it. You just open it. I tell you how beautiful the 200. This yellow line is, and just make gains. Join my trading group. Understand it a little better. We got links for you. We got some places people want to click around. I get it. At the end of the stream, hit this link here. It takes you to cryptolifer.com. That's my beautiful website where you can join today. Jump on and get the education you deserve. You could also subscribe to our weekly newsletter. It'll give you a prompt once you scroll down to the second area there. Put your email address, hit consent, and you will get 2 weekly newsletters, which will blow your mind. Blow your mind. All right. AVAX is going to pump pretty hard, in my humble opinion. Now what you're looking for is Bitcoin to make a shoulder, a head, and some type of right shoulder here with a clean break back to the upside. Once it breaks this, it's likely headed further up. I mean, you are in price discovery for one of the biggest assets in the world, getting bought up by some of the biggest names in the world with the most money in the world, the biggest funds in the world. Larry Blink has his eye on this fund, and you're going to short it, right? No daylight savings in Arizona. Oh yeah, so you guys So so you guys don't have daylight savings, so the time didn't change for you guys, but it changed for me. So that means I came on an hour early, so that means at 11:30 everyone's going to show up like, oh, all right, at 11, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Because it really is 8 a.m. right now. Yeah. But, you know, the market is what it is, and you guys know when the market opens 9:30, then we're here. What kind of drop should we expect today, Sammy? I'm ready to load. Honestly, it's Monday. You're waiting for a drop. I don't know, man. I think the drop was last night in the middle of the morning. Europe changes its time on the 31st. What do you think, Jamie? Are we getting hit up by the timing? But it's a blessing, right? Everything is a blessing. Bitcoin past silver. Yeah. Love you for your family. You're the best 24/7 for all of us. Quick one on SEX, please. Much love. God blessing. Let's take a look at SEX. So I see Bitcoin making this right shoulder further to the upside. I may add to the trade too. Here we live trade and show you how to make gains using the education every single day here on the channel. All right. So, I mean, this was a clean breakout right now. Like, as long as you don't go back under this trend line, you are good to go. It's that simple to me. And we go for the measured move. And you just have to have the guts to wait it out and to get there. You got to have the patience to get the gains. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. There's going to be, and again, if it starts to dip below this area, what I do is I'm keeping this 200 SMA on the 1 minute. As long as we got back above that, boom. As long as we stay above it, and look, this has a cup and handle They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason because I find the cup and handle. You'll see me find it almost every single live stream. We will use it consistently on a daily basis many, many times. And you'll learn the ways of the world with me. I've been trading since I was 25 years old. I am now 41. I will blow your mind. I will continue to blast to the upside. And so, look, shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. We got this resistance here, too. We just got to break back above to the upside. All right. Hey, I got a quick question about the trading group. I'm Canadian, so I use Cracker Bro. There's also many coins on the Yeah, we trade everything, man. And with what I teach you, you'll be able to trade anything. Amazing. My net worth is up a ridiculous amount with your education. Shout out to Rave Song Records. We love you. We appreciate you. You killed it this week on the 99 with Bobo, AITK, Palm AI, Whiff, Render, etc., etc. Thank you, Sammy. God is love, 528. Thank you. God bless you. We hit massive gains in the trading group. I'm talking massive, massive gains. Blessings on blessings. So look, in the trading group, if you jumped in with me, even last night, I talked about Near Protocol about to make gains out of this flag. Next thing you know, it was up. I said, if it gets above this key level at 665, look for it to continue. Near did that. I see Near continuing. I have another setup on Near in the trading group if you want to jump on in and take a look. So if I get a super chat for Near, I'm not going to be doing it. That's going to be an exclusive inside the trading group. I got another setup for a bunch of other coins that are looking absolutely beautiful. I know it's trending. I know it's hot. And I know it's going down in the market on a daily basis. So if you want to know, I jump on into the trading group with me and then get the education you deserve, man. And woman, girls and boys. So here, we want to see if Bitcoin can hold this key level. Now, maybe it doesn't. If it loses this yellow line, it's dropping, right? Where would it drop to? Well, we could turn it into a rising wedge. So we'll get back to the big chart here. I keep this up. And, you know, some could say a rising wedge breaks down to where it began, and it would be retesting the bottom of the bigger channel that it broke out of. And so I love when you break out of a big triangle like so, because what it means is, okay, you're bullish as long as you never break this line. Now, the second you go below this trend line, even if you extend it this far, second you go below this trend line, bang, right? I mean, at one point, you know, I don't extend it, but, you know, for a good amount of time, like we keep pumping, as long as you go that way, well, this goes that way, you know, and it looks pretty nice to me. 12-hour time frame's just getting started, and that's the time frame that gave me the go-ahead for the move. You know, I changed time frames kind of. It's like changing stance. Also, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. The MACD will show you. It'll tell you, hey, I don't have a lot here. I'm super small compared to all the other red hills. There we were super small, and we had a massive move. You see that? I've been given the call since Bitcoin was back here time and time again. I could go over every single call I made, all the way back down to the bullish divergence that I called on the weekly right here. I went on every single show from Sin City Crypto around the blockchain. I was even on BitBoy's Day Show and other shows I was on as well. And if you look at all my posts on Twitter, I said, this is the bottom, this is the bottom, this is the bottom. I said 99.9. I said 99.9. I said, of course, as a trader, we have to say anything is possible. So I said anything is possible. But I said 99.9% that's your bottom. You know what I mean? Once you get above the 200 SMA on these substantial time frames, it's time to long. I know this. This is a simple strategy that will have taught you where to get into Bitcoin. And then, right, each time we held above it. And look, until we go below the 12-hour 200 SMA, we are bullish as all bananas. You ever had a bullish banana? It's amazing. It yells at you while you eat it. No, I'm just... So let's take a look at, and so Bitcoin just, you know, in this flag, the 1 hour is oversold, overbought. The 4 hour still has legs to the upside and may continue. We are getting away from the 21-day moving average. But it looks like we may stretch that and then have to make a bigger pullback. At one point, there will be pullbacks. It's not all up forever, but it seems like it is, right? Finally breaking back below 72,000 for Bitcoin, 71,912. And you're watching the 1 hour 200 SMA like a hawk. 1 minute 200 SMA here like a hawk. Get away your other yellow lines. You want to see if we can bounce off this line. You do not want to break it. You'd like to see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here. This is where you would expect a bounce off of the flag. If you don't get a bounce, you know, and again, see how we have an impulse here? We pull a fib from there, and you can see we're at a 786 Fibonacci from that impulse. Let's see if we can get the bounce here, money printer style, off of the divergence that we just had right here. So you get the div, you come up, you make the cup, you make the handle. It doesn't always play. Wondering if I should just take my trade while we're getting it. But every single dip's been bought up. It looks a little funner here. You can see it's like, oh. Can Bitcoin get back above the key level? We got to make sure it gets a bounce back above the 200 SMA here for BTC. And that's the key level that we're looking for Bitcoin. Previous support becomes resistance right here. So if Bitcoin can't get back above 71,877, all right? Even bring it up a little more. I'd say bring it to 71,900. See if we get this bounce back above this 200. We got to get a bounce quicker here. You have to remember, people are buying this thing up, and there's so many people on the sidelines who were told, oh, 10K, 20, oh, it's going to go lower. Now they probably don't think it'll ever go lower. They buy the top, remember that, or what could be. This is buy high, sell higher season. It looks like it's just going to continue to move. Every time I pull money out of the market, I put money back into the market. It's pretty crazy. It's insanity. Shout out to the lifer, one of the GOATs in the crypto space. Shout out to Felix Polanco. Shout out to all my lifers. Imagine dog with hat could be seen from tens of miles and ultra high def, right? And shout out to the fan funding and all the beautiful super chats out here today. This is a day to be alive, everyone. This is a day to really, 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 really celebrate. Sergeant Pepper, the Shy Typer. I love that name. The Shy Typer. Byron Franco, Zunister, Chris Thomas, praying for your family, positive vibes. Use this to grab something for your kid. God bless you, Zunister. Yeah, you're a man. You're a good man, dude. That'll be, you get blessings, man. That'll be good karma your way. Chris Thomas, can you simplify how to profit from Bitcoin futures? I think I do that every day. God bless Chris Thomas. Just keep watching it live, and I think we'll get you there. Okay. What kind of drop should we expect today? I don't know if we'll expect any type of drop. We're going to watch it closely. It doesn't seem like we'll be getting anything. I'm looking for a bounce here out of the cup and handle to the upside. This looks like it can rally. You're above the 200 SMA. You use that as protection. So, like, here's something I would look at, right? My take profit would be 73,239. Now, it is False Move Monday. I forgot about that, just with all the craziness going on. Put my stop, like, you got to hide a stop somewhere where it makes sense. And you got to be fast about it. Stop's got to be at 71,849, right? And you drag this, and I like to risk 100 for 5. Yeah, 140 for 5. We'll take that first, and then we'll go from there. So, like, as long as I'm above a 200 SMA, I take the trade. As long as I see a chart that I like, and as long as the Stokes are pointing to the upside. I'm also looking for a bit of hidden bullish divergence. I want to see the RSI is pulling up while this is pulling down. And if I can get a full-blown Fibonacci pull, and what I mean by that is, if I could take from here to here, I mean, that is a 618 fib golden pocket. It's a golden pocket. We should get a reversal here. You know, you have hidden bullish, golden pocket, moving Stokes. Still is a Monday. We may not get the move we want. And what I did now is just added to the trade that I already had inside this little trade. This little trade hits. It'll hit on its own. It's its own little limit order, you see? And it can hurt the trade I'm into as it starts to reverse. You know what I mean? But it's kind of a quagmire at that point. You're kind of all together. Shout out to FX IDR. Super Sam, love you. You're the best. 24/7 for all of us. Quick one on SDX. Much love you. Thanks for your live every day. That has helped me make a lot of gain. Shout out to Seto Yuki. We love you and we appreciate you from all parts of the world. No matter how, you come here, you know. Celebrate the first super chat from Taxo Pari Alfedrea. What kind of drop should we expect today, Sam? I'm ready to load. I don't know if we're going to get one, man. I guess I read that a few times. Okay, everyone. Thank you for the super chats. We appreciate that. $119 in chat revenue. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate that. And we're going to go through all your altcoins. Send us some altcoins. Let's break it down. Let's take a look. So this is where I see Bitcoin in the flag. 1 hour looks okay to me. 15-minute resetting wants the blast. So I'd watch this flag on the 15-minute. It's another way I would trade, just, you know what I mean? I trade flags. I find a stop loss below, support or resistance if I can. And sometimes maybe not right there. But look, I mean, that's a 381 risk reward ratio. And again, you could get stopped out in 1 second. You never know. But the key is I go at this over and over again, and I win way more than I lose. And the risk reward ratio tells me I only have to win 3 out of 10, and I always win way more than 3 out of 10. No Tiana Coin Life or Healing, light and laughter for your daughter and family. God bless you, champ. Shout out to the $5 from Karuk Gamer. So many nice people in the world, man. Every time I go through anything, I don't know, you know, the death of my mother, the death of my father, each and every one of you were there for me. There was thousands of you that sent me messages on Twitter. Thousands of you that came here on the live stream. Many, many a super chat sending condolences. You guys helped me buy flowers for $800. You know, Crypto Billy even sent flowers to the funeral for my father. I can't believe I saw the word crypto on the flowers, and I thought it was like I was living in some type of Twilight Zone. I was like, wait, I didn't. I said Crypto, and then it wasn't Crypto Live, it was Crypto Billy. I said, wait, who's Crypto? And I said, wait, Crypto. I fell down. I like went to the like a back room, and I cried my eyes out. And my sister and, you know, my family, and I said, man, this guy's been such a supportive, really nice person. And here he is sending, and the flowers were like $500. I was like, here's the guy sending, you know, $500, maybe even more, of flowers. He found the address. He looked at the local place. You know, he called. He just took the time, man. And I just, that is a rare person. That's like a 1 out of a billion people, man. Do something like that. So, all right. Blessings on blessings to everybody here. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for jumping on in. Remember, if you spam, you will get timed out. Whether me or your moderators get you, someone's going to get you. All right. Super chats, DMTR, Churro, and STX. You and your whole family are in my prayer. Shout out to Grace Protocol. We love you. We appreciate you, and we thank you for jumping on in. Remember, the live stream will start as the market starts. Most important thing. Same as like the New York Times. Funny, last night, right before I just went in heavy on AVAX, and you know what I saw? I was about to show it to the live. I literally was like, but I have a post on AVAX, right? Look, there's an inverted head and shoulder that's going to break to the upside, the length of the pole. 60. Once there's liquidity in a market like this and people are frenzied, like, these already break out, but then they become like, they go from 68, I feel like, to like 98. Like, I'm hitting everything I touch. Like, if I draw something, I'm hitting. And look, there's your stop. You can be your stop to break even now. And there's Avalanche up to 48. Avalanche is on its way to 72. It gets above here, it's going to gap up pretty fast. So, just, you know what I mean? You do you. But Avalanche is going to break faces and take names. I'm excited to see what happens to Avalanche. It's on my radar. It's a big one. All right. Aerodrome booming to the upside for massive gains. And I kept telling everyone, Aerodrome is the one, baby. I put 4K down there at about 35, so that means I already made some gains on Aerodrome. I talked about it many times. I see it headed all the way up to the bigger target here at about 129 for Aerodrome. Velo should follow too as well. This is like the cake for the base protocol of Coinbase. You know what I mean? Their base. I think this is huge. You do whatever makes you happy. I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It lagged as the other, you know, coins. This is what I love about it is we had all the AI coins pumping. You guys are going to stop, but these coins were waiting at their 618s. Like this coin's sitting at its 618, so I bought it up. I said, I'm buying that. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful place to get in. I'm up huge. You know, you should be up huge. Shout out to anyone that jumped into AERO for gains. Bang, bang, bang. And we're swimming in gains. You know what I mean? Gainitis. I got so much gainitis that I can't even get out of bed. I can't move. I can't breathe. I got gainitis. Somebody stop me. I got gainitis over here. And look here, I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. Buying AERO last night was a good look so far. AERO, bullish consolidation. AERO got listed on Coinbase just in February. Aerodrome. Anyway, gains, baby, gains. And this thing looks like it's going to continue to rip. It was just back here at 10 cents too. It's up a 6.6x. And so AVAX ripping. What was the idea we had for AVAX? Simple stuff. I'm a simple trader, everybody. I don't reinvent the wheel here, as my dad used to say. I draw a top trend line. I draw a bottom one. I see tight moving averages. I see the stochastics ready to move, right? And I'm ready to groove, baby. 2-day chart. I want to see kind of, doing its thing. It looks, this is going to begin the beginning of a massive rally for AVAX. Way past its all-time high. Like, to me, AVAX is setting up to go somewhere into the $200, $400, $500 region. I see a 6, 7x at least. I see a 6x at the base point here to $300. We'll go 50. Anything below 50 is an absolute steal for AVAX. And AVAX is going to do some damage later on. It's about to take off. Once it breaks this key level here, you see it. 49. Once it gets above 50, it's such a psychological number. But once it gets above 50, it's not going back. All right. GROK did look like, remember, everyone was like, GROK did look like it was a huge buy down at that, in that cup and handle, right? And I went over it. I even gave the trade, showed exactly where to enter the trade, exactly where to put a stop loss. Nobody does this. Nobody does it free, even if they even do it nobody even does it in a trading group, but they don't even do it free. All you have to do now is move your stop loss to break even. This is like a risk-free trade on its way to 23. And someone asked me about it yesterday, and I said it's setting up. It looks perfect. It's up 115%. Congratulations if you jumped into GROK. Bang, there's gains in the group here, everybody. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason, because I hit them cup and handles over and over and over again, banging on them to the upside in ways you never would have thought possible. Hey, man, take a look at IAG. I think they'll be listed in 2 or 3 more Tier 1 exchanges by the end of the year. I got a good bag, so you want me to pump your bag on the live. Interesting. Bro, but you're the man. Shout out to Bailey Masters. Who here is making gains off of the cup and handles that they're finding with Sammy Cup and Handy? Who here found a cup and handle, thought of me, and made gains? Put a 333 if you found a cup and handle, made gains. All right, bang. And again, you can see I'm unbiased. I don't own this coin. I wasn't even in the trade. I was trading other things. Wish I remember this one. You know what I mean? When you're looking for a trade, you don't always find the exact trade in your mind. Can you please take a look at MYRO? Thank you, from Joel Espinoza. Shout out to Joel for the $99 super chat, Joel. That is super nice of you. Thank you for putting some balls in the jar, man. We appreciate you, and we thank you for your constant viewership, your love, and your constant support. If you don't FOMO into the trading group, what are you waiting for, man? It's $99 a month. A lot of people are making the gains back in a couple days. We got a gain section. We got a testimonial section. You can see what the people are saying. We got paid in this. Look, right shoulder last night. I drew it. Bang, to the upside. March 10th to 10. That was the beginning of the reversal. And things just continued to pump to the upside like you wouldn't believe. Drew the right shoulder before it happened. Price action went. I didn't even have to undraw the right. It's insanity. Perfect Bitcoin calls. Harry was absolutely lovely. Hit the target. Nailed it. Told you exactly where to get in with a stop loss. Bobo was perfect. Knew Charles was talking about it on Twitter as I went to bed. Was like, well, that's a gimme. You know what I mean? Like, Charles Hawkinson is talking about it on a Spaces, and I see it. Let's talk about Bobo. And I was like, oh, there it goes. If you don't like Boba, you can trade Boba, right? You could just trade the A for an O and still make massive gains of 200%. How about Render inside the beautiful flag? It boomed out that flag. I had 11 target before, anyone even thought it could go to 11. I did. And it did that and went and some. Arkham, beautiful flag to the upside. That thing pulled back finally. Juke been a nice little flag. Did come back down when Bitcoin dipped, though. LAI was just beautiful. Perfect flag. Stop loss below that level. Never went lower. Continued up. Beautiful project. Looking good. Tone went up. I mean, and we have so many more. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Bitcoin call after call. You guys see the free Bitcoin calls every single day here on the channel. If you want to get down, join the trading group. It's very simple. We make it so simple. Here is the link right there. It's pinned comment. You just click on it and it takes you to CryptoLifer.com. Jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. I'm telling you, you've been in trading groups before, but never not one like this. So you've never really been in a trading group. Experience what it's like to get full-blown attention all the time. Have a guy that's always there 7 days a week. My kid's in the hospital. I'm still banging out charts, making gains, taking out. That's another thing. Let's talk about it. You're going to be a trader for the, you want to become a professional trader. So you want to become a professional trader, do you? Okay. You want to become like the lifer, do you? You want to make it, do you? Okay. I get it. We all do. Everybody does. All right. Not everybody's going to do it. All right. Most of you, if you want it bad enough, will do it. If you believe in yourselves, you will get there. If I can get there, you can get there. But I will tell you, the sad fact is, many people will not. Many people will panic sell. Many people will not stay with what they're doing. Many people will just get sidetracked. They'll do something different. I tell everyone, staying in cryptocurrency, staying focused right now is the key. This industry is amazing. So with that being said, my kid was in the hospital, puking blood. Things seemed, I assessed the situation. Some people think I'm a cold-hearted man. How could you be trading? Your kid's in the hospital. I assessed the situation. I knew that she was in the best care possible with the best people, my wife, and there was like 7 women surrounding her. A doctor and all nurses and assessing her every move. She's attached to the machines and she's in the best care she can be put in. And so I came and did my show to do what I have to do to get it done, right? And to take care of the trades that I'm in, right? And I still closed my trades last night and I still made my gains. Because it doesn't matter what's happening. If you let life get in the way of your trades again and again, that becomes a habit, and eventually you're going to be the guy that doesn't close trade. Oh, well, I had to do this. So you'll talk yourself out. Oh, well, I lost that trade not because I'm a bad trader. I just didn't take profits because, whatever reasons you want to give yourself. Okay. So far, so good that we did bounce here. See, and we're back above the 200 SMA. Very strong signs. We're going to pump out of this cup and handle to the upside. Sammy. Cup and handy, baby. Near protocol, got a pump, came back down. It looks to me like it's going to continue all the way to 849. I'm a long-term holder of Near. Been buying it throughout the bear market. Super excited to see Near taking off to the upside like it's out of control. And just excited to be alive with each and every one of you here today. Blessings on blessings, everybody. Yeah, GROK, one of the top gainers. And we had it for you. Banging. Top gainer right there. Tower coin getting back up in the game a little bit. Getting a nice pump back to the upside. Tara, baby. Tara. Only a matter of time that Tara finally recaptures its old high here. And makes a move there. It's got these multiple higher lows. And it broke out of resistance. I'm in Tara. I believe Tara could 50x. Even from here. But, only time will tell. SHIDO attempting to recover here. Could it boom all the way back up? It very well may. The people that got into SHIDO on the low here are up absolutely huge. To me, it's almost like a hold. You got to believe in SHIDO and hold. Still more liquidity further up than below us here. When we take a look at BOOKMAP, link in the description of BOOKMAP. You can get a subscription to BOOKMAP Global Plus. It's an amazing piece of instrument. I love it. It's an amazing instrument. Amazing piece of software. And it shows you where the APIs of the order books are. And it shows you where the whales are. Even shows you liquidations through the liquidation indicator. But, I love what I'm seeing here. It says there's big liquidity all the way up to $80,000 for Bitcoin. And there's just nothing challenging it below that really makes sense that we would get pulled even below 70K. Shout out to Baudry84 for the $19.99. He says gains on gains on gains on gains. Thanks for inspiring me to buy Bitcoin when it was down at 19,000. Shout out to everybody here who got through the bear market with me. Hey, you guys say I got you through the bear market. I say you got me through the bear market. So who's the wiser? Appreciate each and every one of you. MYRO. This coin is hot. It's being shilled. I feel like it hasn't even really begun to do what it do. It's really only up at 2x here compared to the rest of the market. If you think about it, it's got AI in it. Hasn't moved. This is something I'm thinking of building a little bag in. And to me, it tells me there's going to be a pretty massive move for this to the upside. And we could just see, you know, some type of crazy gain here. Let's take a look at some fib extension just because that's all I have there. Levels we could see it go to. So I could see this thing at 18 cents. Faster than you think. You know, I don't think people realize. And what's kind of crazy is this is kind of the cup and a handle there. See? And that could start its move. So I like what I'm seeing for this coin. I like that it's not pumping like everything else. It tells me, hey, people are going to look to this one once they want to rotate. Because that's the thing. People rotate. And once they get out of a coin, they're going to want to rotate into another coin. You're going to want to find something that hasn't gone up to the moon. There's not a lot. A lot of coins have done their due diligence, per se. Just got above the daily 200 SMA, and it did pump, right? We missed that initial pump. I believe Martini guy likes this coin as well. Put it on a radar, gave it a little. We were trading this on and off for a while, even this pump here. Got sold off into the December rally, which was strange compared to most coins. You don't know why. Gives me some test for a learn. I'm not saying this is the greatest coin since sliced bread. And do your own research, of course, right? But it's just interesting to me. I put out VAI last night. Looked like it was going to continue to go to the upside. Why did I say that? Well, it was tight with moving averages. It had pumped voraciously and was still going sideways. So it's very likely it was going to continue up to 5.2, 52 cents. So far, it's doing that. I'm a long-term holder of this puppy. And I got an old bag and a new bag. And I'm just excited to see where it could go. VAI, VIOT. I probably say it wrong. VIOT. But yeah, I can see this thing continuing up. 52 cents is the first stop. Then it looks like even this extended area could take it up a little more for VIOT. Hope my daughter's doing well, man. Blessings on blessings. Thought I was going to break down in tears today, but you know what? I'm being strong. Long and strong, baby. Long and strong. Shout out to Mexi. If you want to trade where we trade, you want to get down where we get down, you want to do what we do. All right. I suggest you head on over to mexi.com. Check it out for yourself if applicable in your area. Lowest fees, 0 spot maker taker fee, 0% future maker fee, and 0.1% taker fee. You really can't beat it. I went on Binance US like a few months back, bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. I remember when I did it, and once I did it, they charged me like $5,500 or something for the Bitcoin, and the price was a little higher. And I should have used their actual trade function. But you know what I mean? The whole thing is you could buy it, you could send Tether here, buy what you need, send the Tether back, put it on a hardware wallet, whatever you need, and pay 0 fees to do that. I mean, no one else is doing that. It's the most competitive thing I've ever seen, and it's the best for you, right? Number one, the influencers make the least amount, so they don't end up just becoming complete shills. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Bybit people, again, whatever. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, it's nice to get a fee here and there, but, anyway. And I just, you got to love this idea that they're sharing the wealth here. They could easily raise this fee to 3 or 4, and I don't think anyone would complain. But what I like about the 0.1, it makes it easy to get in and out. The funding fees are well more manageable when you don't have to pay a bigger takeout fee. So, hey, you do you, but there's a lot of advantages. They also have coins that nobody else has faster than everybody else. Like you go to their markets and they just beat the market. And they got everything. They got the meme coins, and they got every single meme coin you would ever imagine. From AI Doge to FLOKI. Let's talk about FLOKI right now and talk about why I got into FLOKI last night. And it's funny, I got into FLOKI last night, or the night before last night. Next morning, I see Jason Casper gets into FLOKI. It was like the stars have aligned. We didn't talk about it. We never mentioned it. I just saw a flag, and I trade flags. I'm a simple guy. I saw this flag. I said I'm going to get into FLOKI there. FLOKI had a nice bump to the upside. I put $5,000 into FLOKI. I think it's doing okay. I haven't really checked on it yet. You can look at it. You can take a check over here. Let me see. Wow, market ripping. The account just continues to go up. So now it's like 5,600. I'm up like $600. It's not unbelievable, right? Wait, 20% though. Maybe I got on this smaller flag. I'm trying to see then. Yeah, I must got in this flag here, and I'm up like 5%. Yeah, that makes sense. I traded this flag. Wish I had traded that flag because I was late to the party. But look at that. 7 minute looks like we could get busy here. Could be just making this nice symmetrical triangle for a move to the upside. See how quick you can make sense of the market once you know what's going on? Once you know what the shape could be and how to make it. Changes your whole perspective on life. I'm telling you. You feel like you're in control. No longer meandering through the charts, wondering what and who you are. You're now the boss of your own destiny. You walk into that restaurant with your wife, with your date. You're the man. Or you're the woman, you know. You walk in there with your beautiful dress on. You get your hair done, you know, the nicest stylist because you made all your gains trading. Trading gives you respect. Right to yourself. You feel so much respect for yourself. I walk around, I'm self-made off my trades. You know what I mean? You can't tell me nothing. Look at this beautiful cup and handle. Like they call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I get it done. Right? Look at that. Continuing to make gains every single day on a daily basis. And this trade is likely going to continue to moon to the upside here a little bit. Just a little bet there. Just a little icing on the cake here every once in a while. And more people are going to buy in. This thing is on the way to 73,239. We're going to continue to hit these milestones the second we break this key level. So you're going to see a pretty big move here. Here we go. Bitcoin about to make the move. Bring that music down. This is the moment in time. This is when we're waiting for. The tiger's about to jump. Everybody wait behind the tiger. Hey, wait. There he is. He sees his prey. He's about to take it down. He's crouching. He's below the grass. He doesn't make a sound. There he goes. There he goes. He goes. He pounced. He pounced. Now he's trying to go for more. He's hidden. He's trying to hide a little bit. He pounced a little bit. He pulled back. He pulled back. We want to see if he's going to go for the big meal and eat it all and just rip it to shreds, baby. Let's see if you can do it, you tiger Bitcoin, you. There we go. Opening the next candle above this previous resistance at this exact area for Bitcoin. And we were up huge. Every dip seems to be getting bought back up, so I never stress them anymore. I just see the red just turn to a green candle. I wouldn't be surprised if we just rip. You have to remember, you have BlackRock. You have a lot of people buying. These are the cheapest prices. If they're afraid it's going to continue going up, that fear keeps them to buy in. This FOMO is going to become a occurring process. Think about this. This is human psychology. Once you understand human psychology, you will understand Bitcoin far better. It is basic human psychology. Oh, it went up so much. I was down here. Oh my gosh. If I don't get in, it's going to keep going here. So every dip I need to get in, even if it's not as big as what I thought it would have been, because what if I don't get what I would have thought I got? That's a tongue twister. You say that 10 times twice. Reverse that and say that 10 times or whatever you say, however they say that nonsense. However we talk about that jibba jabba. Big hole, big worm, big I don't give a dang. Shout out to the $658 in my account right now as it's pumping to the upside. You like that, right? Shout out to the cup and handle breaking to the upside. If that's all we got on the cup and handle, so be it. That is the resistance point for le Bitcoin. For le Bitcoin. Let me get rid of the Fibonacci. It gets messy there. But who gave you the cup and handle? Right? Oh, man. This dude. No stress on these red candles. You're like, who's the person selling? Trying to take advantage of like a set like this quick price that you sell right now. You're just going to look back like, dang. Like regret. Every seller now becomes a new buyer. The second you sell, you got to buy back in again. It's a reoccurring process of pain. Yeah. I've seen it before, and I'll see it again. And again, what the cup and handle does represent many times is the ascending triangle here for Bitcoin. Which what it does is it gives us a nice little length of our target and gives us a nicer target. So I'm playing small ball here. We'll do this on the big screen. But there's your cup and handle. Here's that same pattern here. Yeah, just pray that, my next call for my wife is that she's okay. Come pick us up. We're getting discharged. Everything's going to be fine. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear anything else. I pray to God, man, blessings on blessings. So, dear Lord, thank you for everything in my life. Please protect my daughter and keep her safe. Thank you for everything you've brought into my life, and thank you for everything you've given me. Shout out to everyone jumping on in. Everyone, if you just jumped on in, it's because the times have changed. This is a different show now. We're doing different things. And the times have changed. No, but the times have actually changed, literally. No. What? The times have changed. No, but this time it's different. It is. You know why it's different? Because it's the daylight savings have actually changed. Yeah. This guy's on fire, man. Never seen a funnier dude. Funniest guy on YouTube you've ever seen. Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before my foot up you. Hey, everyone, this is Meg, my daughter. I love her. In case you didn't know, I was doing the voice for Peter for a long time. Yeah, I kept it on the low. Got a lot of residuals, So, Hey, Family Guy. I like the Crypto Lifer. When we're in Quahog watching Crypto Lifer, we hang out every day, drinking beer, watching crypto. I buy SNX every morning. What do you know? Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Harry, I took care of it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for loving us and loving this life. Look at this crypto cup and handle. And so we saw this as a cup with a handle to the upside. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because if you hang out with me, you're going to see how I make gains using the same pattern over and over again. Regurgitating the flow back inside of itself. Whatever that means. You can make sense of that. Shout out to the Bitcoin coin on my desk. Little Bitcoin coin, it just feels comfortable to have it. Even though it's not really Bitcoin, it makes you feel like it's Bitcoin. All right? This is not a Bitcoin. But if you walk around the street, someone asks you, you'd be like, here's my Bitcoin. Here, take it. Take my Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 72,430. It's heating up. It's heating up. It's getting busy. It wants to moon. It wants to sashay. You know what I mean? It wants to dance. It wants to do the merengue. Bitcoin wants to put the rose in its mouth and just, it wants to dance, baby. Let it dance. Larry Fink, if you're hearing me out here, let it dance, baby. Larry, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for pumping our bags. Coming into this market, making the SEC listen to the biggest behemoth of the financial juggernauts in the world. Larry, we love you. And Larry, you made my dreams come true. I hope it ends well. Usually doesn't. But only time will tell. We'll see what happens. 72,400. Shout out to all you beautiful souls here on the live. It's riveting. Isn't this amazing to be alive? We are watching history in the making here. All right? And look, you don't want to mess with the pinky ring, the Bitcoin pinky ring. The Bitcoin pinky ring over here. Hey, don't mess with my Bitcoin pinky ring. You have 2 times, I give you 2 slaps on your mouth over here. I'm just messing around. I'm doing a joke over here. Hey. Calm down, Johnny. Don't get too overexcited over here. We just started the job, huh? Yeah, calm down, huh? I told you not to buy nothing. Hey. So, price action looking crazy. We're seeing money being made all over the place. We're seeing ecosystems boom. Can FLOKI bounce off this key level and get its own cup and handle? Or does it make a bounce to the downside in some type of Adam and Eve? Be really nice to see FLOKI continue to the upside. What happened to SHIB? It was looking beautiful inside of a tight channel. Where did SHIB go? SHIB really broke down. It's kind of crazy. SHIB was in this beautiful Adam and Eve, tight. Everything was pumping. It's kind of like a stop hunt for SHIB in a way, right? So they gutted SHIB for whatever reason. And I guess, you know, some people are like, well, I want the new AIs. AI coins are so hot right now. We're going to talk about 2, maybe 3 AI, 4 AI coins. Palm AI is hot. I never got into Palm AI, but it's continuing to pump. Some people complain that they got into the V1 though, and they didn't get there. I don't know. Maybe I saw that. I read it in a quick, fast chat. I don't know if it's true or can verify any of that information. So, and you know, to me, whether it happened or not, really didn't, you know, I don't know. Not to be rude, but I don't know. I never had any, right? So, I still see it tight inside this channel. As long as it stays above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame, we're good to go. If it breaks that, we're going to see some type of breakdown. But I just see Bitcoin kind of eventually settling above the $70,000 region. Maybe we get a little bit of sideways price action and that money flows right into the alts yet again. It's going to be one of those beautiful bull markets that, like, we go up, shovel into the alts. We go up, we shovel into the alts. So I'm still bullish on SHIB. 84% gains coming out of Shibi Inu. And that's just the beginning for SHIB. It's funny, I had the first SHIB chart that I ever posted, and I think I had it up here on one of these charts here. We'll look at it today. I wanted to talk about Commonwealth and how I think today is the last day, or tomorrow is the last day to sign up to Commonwealth. So, you know, I think it's a good idea. I think it'll change your life. I think it's something that you may... And again, maybe it doesn't. You never know. But I think it's good to be a part of. All right? And, you know, claim your role on Commonwealth. It's basically being... And again, you do you. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I just think this is a really cool project. I get some referrals from it. You might get something by using my referral. But that's it. I mean, it's, you know... It's on the ZK Sync Era network, which is ZK Era, which is cool too. You're using a new chain. But there's 2 days left to get into Common. 2 days left. All right. Let's see if I can get a referral link here for you. They make it simple. My point rewards. Oh, you can't do referrals right now. But so check it out, man. Go to Commonwealth. It's on beta. It's a bunch of different little tasks you can do to earn XP rewards. All right? You do you, though. This is Commonwealth. I'll give you the link right here. And you may want to check it out. I think it's going to be revolutionary and interesting. I decided why would I miss out on the possibility of free money? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's Shiba Inu. Can you check whiff? Somebody says here. Blessings on blessings. Shout out from Amin Yazin MYR. Thank you so much for this super chat. Very blessed. So I'm watching it, and you know it could be curving over for a massive dump. It could be. The 8 hour is a little far away from the 21, but as it continues to go sideways, it just keeps getting that 8 hour with it. So I've been watching this kind of like, you know, strange kind of price progression here. And again, it is until it isn't, right? It's one of those things. So we got some resistance. We got some support. It's at 209 sitting pretty nicely sideways, meaning that no one wants to sell their whiff. You get a whiff of that, right? So dog whiff hat, man. And I don't know how this whiff stuff starts, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. I got some money in it. You do you. I can't tell anyone what to do. The 8 hours is starting to get oversold. A little bit of bearish divvy here, though. And if it dumps, it dumps. Let's take a look at your daily. You're very far away from the 21. You could start to dump down. Very overbought on the stochastics. Usually you do start to make a move to the downside at this point. Did whiff top out at 206? There's a chance. So I'm back on the smaller time frames, just kind of seeing what's going on. If we get back above the 200 SMA, somehow, some way, this thing will continue. We lose this key level, this white line, and then we lose this yellow line. Then I know it might be time to bail on whiff till it gets back above that level again, or shows some type of signs of a reversal lower. BONK is a fan favorite. You know, and if it can, just like it's following Bitcoin. You want to see if it makes that right shoulder. There's your cup and handle to the upside. All right, for BONK. So look, we pumped out, came down, had this kind of interesting move here. We respected the trend line though, and now we're just getting tighter. As long as that keeps going tight, we have a good chance of getting a move to the upside. If we lose the trend line, then you know it's pretty much a wrap. You don't want to lose this trend line. You want to come out unscathed with the money. And you want to come out as high as you can. And you want to be able to ride the next pump too. There's a bunch of different things you're trying to do as a futures trader to make it happen, right? The good market is there for you, though, to take advantage of it. It's when the trades, for me personally, the trades are bigger. Definitely more risk being taken. 73,530 for Bitcoin. We got major liquidity above us for BOOKMAP. This shows us where people are sitting on the order books, where they want to buy Bitcoin. We got 80,000, 76, 75,000 dollars. That's a big area for Bitcoin. We got a lot of people that want to buy 100, 200, 300, 500, or sell 200, 300. About 500 Bitcoins in that area, between about $72,000 and $75,000. So look, getting red now. Could we get the break to the downside? So it's always just, it's a game of give and touch. You're always kind of watching it, paying attention. Also, this money could start flowing into the altcoins too as well. It's what I've seen happen many times. As long as you keep the trend line, you have nothing to worry about though, right? So you watch that. It could be a shoulder, look, a head and a right shoulder. This kind of had an Adam and Eve double top that didn't play out. Wow. Look, that's a kind of a head and shoulder pattern. Every time we get bearish though, I'm like, oh, we get bought back in. It's going to take a lot to pump Bitcoin to the ground now with so many people on the side. And then when retail is in full force, I don't know if retail's still in, I don't know why they're not in full force, but they're usually not when they should be. And so they should be right now. So you would assume that maybe they're not, right? It could assume that maybe they're not. So but only time will tell. All right. Look, we just went from 688. This trend line has to hold here. It's got some descending vibes for me. It's a descending triangle that breaks to the downside 68% of the time. The bullishness must defend and get the pump. Otherwise, this thing's rolling over to the 200 SMA. You see? Some bearish div there, a little bit. You think that the buy pressure would defy the odds, but only time will tell. Brah, you just get it. What you want to see is that just brah, brah. Goodbye on the smaller time frames, right? That's the name of my son's band. Whiff, baby. Get a whiff. False Move Monday today. I mean, it could be False Move Monday too. I keep forgetting it's False Move Monday just because there's so much a different aura in the market, right? Just want to see us break this trend line. Get back up to the top of this trend. Show us that we're not going to make this dump out of the descending. We can just kind of move on from that. I'm so tired. Everyone, I was in the hospital all night. I drove there and back. Like, my life is being torn apart. Can't you feel it with the music in the background? It was a morning of... No, I don't want to end that. But the music was pretty intense, right? No, but I'm just joking around. But honestly, no, I'm beat. I am beat. I am beat. I got gainitis where I can't think of anything else but gains. That's kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom that's probably going to rip to the upside here for Bitcoin. And I like that I doubled down into this cup and handy to the upside. And my target is firm at 73 My cup and handles tell me where we're going, and we go there. Let's see if we can defy this descending triangle here and get out of the woods. All we got to do is come up and touch the top of this trend line. Oh, Commonwealth. I like that. It's a cool name. It's a good name. Smart name. Good him. Good for him, man. He's going to go places with that name. I'll help him if he wants. I see some opportunity. I've got into music for a long time. I want to be a clean music producer. Put out clean music. You know what I mean? Sammy, happy it all worked out for the family. So far, we don't know. With the lifer since August, learned a lot. Skills. Keep learning, make mistakes, and have gained gayitis now. The vibes you bring. Join the lifer. Shout out to Ivo10 Broke. We love you. We appreciate you, man. All the way from Ibiza, baby. Shout out to all the beautiful souls here that know how to live their lives, know how to get into the sun in the morning. Let that sun hit your body. Get into that pure vitamin D. Shout out to everyone that's living their best life out here. Just going for it. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for your constant viewership, your constant support, whether it's a super chat, a like, an addition. Sometimes it's a setup you have that looks amazing. I don't even got to work for the night. You guys give me 10 setups and I'm good. And now you can see we're up $700. We're going to continue to make gains here. We already took massive amounts over like 2 or 3 grand this morning. Insane. Insane rally has been. Doge does look like it's about to pump, in my humble opinion. Yeah. Look, that was an Adam and Eve double bottom as far as I'm concerned. There's your V, there's your rolling, you know what I mean? That's supposed to break up to the upside. And that thing breaks up like 90% of the time. So it's like a 90% sure we're going to go to 72,892. You never know, but it's like 90%. Especially with the Stokes pointing up, but you never know. Anything is possible. We are at a resistance, so we got to break through resistance. But it's just very likely we're going to do it based on the pattern I just showed you, the Adam and Eve. It does what it's supposed to do. Makes me look good a lot. Don't make me look bad now. Now you got to play. Now it has to play out. It doesn't play out now. I'm going to look like really foolish. So like the TA really, really, really has to do what it's supposed to do right now. Of course, it's going to sit tight at 72.5. Psychological 72,500 is an area we're going to be watching closely. All right. Once we break 72.5, it's very likely you get to 73,239. That's going to be your next stop for Bitcoin, unless it wants to kind of parlay inside this nose of the ascending triangle one more time. Kind of hang out in here for a little bit before it pumps to the upside, right? Okay, blessings on blessings to be here. Ooh, Swoot, you just got me excited, man. I don't want to look at Swoot. Dude, my buddy, he put $4 grand into this baby PEPE when it was at 300,000 down here. He really did. I thought he was crazy. He had to have me talk him through it because he didn't know how to use, pancake swap and everything. And I went to check it. Because I was just curious to see like what was going on, And remember, it was $4 grand. How much do you think it is, guys? Now the market cap's only 3 million, which is kind of scary right now because it's like. And again, don't do this. This is high risk. It was kind of an experiment. He did it. I didn't do it. So I want to make that clear. And I'm not saying, asking for a friend. Like if I did it, I would tell you I did. It wasn't me. Like I didn't do it. I'm not that risky. Like, But like I wanted to check the bag. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, that's it. Oh. And he got baby PEPE, which, you kind of, if you think about it, look, his bag is 50,000. He turned this $4 grand into $50,000, and it's got a $3 million market cap. If this thing goes to 100 million, he could get a 30x, right? I mean, that's $1.2 million, right? So there's a good chance this thing is making some gains, man. My buddy really might become a millionaire in crypto off of this baby PEPE coin. You never know. You never know, though. It could also, you never know. You never know. So we're waiting to see if Bitcoin can get this pump. It now flagged out again here in this little flag. What to do, Sebi? SHIB will be okay. Sig it with me. Oh, yes, it ladies' night. And them gains is right. Kudos from your favorite crypto bus operator. Shout out to Mo Styles for the $5 super chat. We love you. Appreciate you, man. Keep those people safe driving around. Are you in Vegas, Miami? Sounds like you're in a party town and you know how to get down. Austin, Texas. I don't know. Tell me where you're from, man. Let me find out. Look, we couldn't get above this key resistance, though. Kind of like, so we're getting tighter in the zone. We wanted to get that punch, that Adam and Eve punch. Sometimes it makes a little flag, Adam and Eve, then you get the little flag on the side, which makes another little cup and handle. I get it, but come on. We don't have all night and all day over here. A great way to stay in touch with our lifer community is to join the newsletter, everyone. That way we know you. We can reach out to you. If anything happens, we stream somewhere else. You never know. We can send you an email and say, hey, we're doing this, right? We're doing this. We used to do that. Now we're doing this, right? Super chats, BYTE, Telcoin. And honestly, I am beat today, baby. Everyone, like, absolutely exhausted. I was in a hospital. My daughter was puking up blood and her nose was profusely bleeding from inside, you know what I mean? And it couldn't stop for hours. So, yeah, just to, in case you see me sign off at one point, but we're going to do the best we can. So don't get discouraged. But shout out to everybody here. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Let's pump this algo back up to 2,500, 2,600. Heck, 3,000 people. I don't see why we can't. And look, now this even kind of, there's another Sammy. So I gave you this cup and handle here, which that entry was beautiful. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. See, this channel, I'm actually going to talk to you, entertain you, but you're actually going to see in a real, like, how I'm entering a, you're going to be like, wow, he showed me how to live trade while he, like, also did a Family Guy impression and made me laugh. And I think that helps because while you're entertained, I'm able to tap into a different part of your brain. And at the end of the stream, your subconscious mind has been hijacked. You're like, wait, how did he do that? He got into my subconscious mind. He made me a better trader inadvertently. Exactly. And so I'm doing more than you realize. There's a lot going on right now. All right. I mean, and this money is just going to trickle around. I see BONK continuing up there, likely up to that 3,409 area. And it's just an insane time to be alive, honestly. It really is. I see Fetch, maybe if whatever these things pull back to, I see them then eventually continuing to some crazy place. Like, look at Fetch. I wouldn't be surprised if Fetch just goes on a tear. Like, it just starts this trajectory, all the way to 15. You heard it here first. By April, would it be a 15 by April? There's a chance late April Fetch is 15. I mean, these coins got to go places now. And they're not going to just 2x, right? They got to 4 or 5x again. So, Bitcoin hit 100,000 Canadian. So it's hitting 100K in a lot of other countries, which is another interesting concept that nobody ever really talks about. How it really did hit all-time highs in many places, right? So you're looking for this ascending triangle to break to the upside, taking the length of the base, and this is telling you that you're going higher here. 73,700 is the target for me and you. Can still really enter the trade with a stop loss right there. A little tight now because you have to be a little close, too close to the eye light, but right there is Well, let me just make that the target. There you go. Still a possible trade right there, sitting pretty below the POC. Something I would take if I wasn't already in the trade. Yeehaw! It sounds like something like that. Okay, let's talk about these super chats, everybody. We got Norwegian 8, Gala Short Tom. We checked the whiff chart. Sammy SHIB, we looked at SHIB. Can 150 ETH make you a millionaire in this cycle? 150 Ethereum? I believe Ethereum will definitely get to 10K this time. So, you know, there's a chance. Gala short term. Found you a week ago. You're now part of my morning routine. Appreciate your start sharing your talent with us. Looking forward to joining the 99 prayers for the kiddo. Shout out to 10 Bears. We love you. Killer Whales on major platform. Hello, token pumping. I like ALI has been hot right now. You want to focus on ALI. But look, I mean, 72.5. You're about to blast to 73,500 for Bitcoin. 5 minutes says it's about to move. Yeah. Yeah, artificial liquidity, right? I mean, I thought it could go higher here in this smaller time frame. Look. Never made the flag, right? But you can see it's got the inverted head and shoulder. Now, it doesn't have the best spread. It's a smaller coin, right? But, you know, it's making its rounds. And a lot of these coins have made their moves right back to the upside. They come down, they hit this golden pocket, 706 or the 786, and they're gone. I don't like the spread on this. It's a coin I would just buy and hold for long. But it looks like it's going to boom from 4 cents to 8 cents. ALI. And I see it trending too on Crypto Rank. So Chart AI is a new coin that I got into. You never know. It could go somewhere. It may not. I have no idea. OX Leverage I did not buy into, but it looks very interesting. You might want to research it. oxleverage.io. Alt Daddy is a new website that I find pretty cool. I haven't really got a deep dive into it, but I just found it. And I really think it's going to help us step up our alt game. So check it out. Alt Daddy. Influencer tweets. It shows you. It's just got a lot of cool information that I scanned the market for. I'm going to be including this and giving you guys the skinny on Alt Daddy, all right? Everyone, I appreciate it. We're gaining subscribers here and followers on Twitter. I thank you for that. 26,000 followers. We blasted through 25. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. I got so lucky I was still awake for the move. 71K, let's go. Couldn't believe what was going on last night. I'm still in shock. I'm on like 2 hours sleep. Drove back to the hospital, back and forth. Insanity. If you're just coming late to the stream, you're wondering what's happening. Why? It's because we do daylight savings time here in Boston, and they changed my stream. So tomorrow, remember, set your clock back 1 hour, and you won't miss the stream. Who here missed the stream because the time was different? It's okay. You can admit it. I love you. It's not your fault this time. This time. The second time, hey, we got to have a little bit of a talk over here, eh? The first time, I'm going to let it slide. Second time, I got to have a bit of a talk over here, all right? Swoot ass. So get a little bit of a pump there to the upside. Not doing too bad. Swoot, baby, swoot. Make it work, baby. Make it work. Make that swoot work. Swoop, baby, swoop, swoop. Swoop, swoop. Where do I got that swoot on ETH, right? All my stake liquidity, you know what I mean? Nah means. Not me and mine's nah means. There's my swoop. Wow, I put $4,000 in. It is now 5,200. I put $4,000 in AJX. I'm down 500. It's like down 460. That's how these are. I put one to lose and I walk away. All right. Swiggity swooty. Shout out to Murphac on E. No one talking about it. Kekik. Yo, Lifer, I would watch your show even if you weren't covering crypto. God bless, bro. Shout out to Johnny Mango. I refer Lifer to many of my friends in the last week. Love from Pakistan. Soul, we love you. We appreciate you, brother. Keep referring people. Keep telling them that we are the truth. We are the one. Every single day without a day off in over 1,000 days. Finally fixed the music. Got something running that kind of keeps me going here. Got to keep this for a while. Swoot AI. Double check it. Look at it. Find out what's going on with Swoot. Look at their website. They're a very, very small coin. Unleashing the success of Web3 projects using the Swoot analysis. the Analyzer Bot, the extension, the AI Launcher, and the AI Manager. The capabilities are tailored analysis, AI-powered insights, strategic decision-making, and industry trend insights for SWOT AI, baby. And again, who knows? It could be completely speculation. 1.7 million on the market cap. Very, very small on the market cap. All right. So they did a little bit of a fake out, trying to get who they can. It's hard for them to get the liquidity now. Just too much bullishness and too much bullishness behind the bullishness. You need some bears in your favor. We kind of need some bearish move there just to get some more shorts here so we can liquidate. Remember, it's all about just holding this trend line and the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. As long as we do that, we're okay. A little bit of a dump there finally. Let's go. Raise your vibration. Shout out to Pokey Brothers. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's raise your vibration. Raise your frequency, baby. You can, you will. You are the best. You got this. Look, we got the likes at that perfect place. Every time, the 777's on the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes on this button. I appreciate it. Shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to everybody here. Having a blast with me every single time I'm live, man. I'm telling you, guys light up my life. You make me feel good. Appreciate you for coming in. Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for being amazing. Stacks just continues to pump. I see it headed all the way up to 421. Inverted head and shoulder there inside of another flag. Had a crazy dolphin dip down there with Bitcoin, but again, that's very correlated being on the big, a Bitcoin asset in a way. But as long as it stays above this key level here, like so, nothing to worry about. And I see this kind of inverted head and shoulder. Price action's a little funky though for me. Pull this, pull that though, and this is what I got cooking. And then it has a really big move up. Like, I see some massive move coming in a lot of these coins. I really do, everybody. Let's take a look in that. Where does that take you? That takes you to a measured move of 517, which I believe is easily doable. Makes perfect sense to me. I've seen this stuff in many times, right? Thanks, Sam. Market is crazy. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa in the house. Wayne, we love you. We appreciate you, man. You've been around a long time with the channel. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Crypto Rick Flair. Shout out to Hamoon Goftari. Shout out to Marty Popeye. Wow, we love that. Shout out to Hunches. Raise your vibration live. The price isn't going to go straight to 100K. At some point, there has to be a pullback, and the longer that takes, the harder it will be. Actually, we just don't know what's going to happen, my man. That's logical. But a lot of times, things that are logical do not happen in crypto trading, but only time will tell. Mara probably dumping off still, right? I'm done. See, every time I diversify from Bitcoin. But Amara's still inside of this channel. But yeah, look at it going red today. Bitcoin pumps hard. The miners are dumping. They're only going to get so many rewards. What if they can't handle the amount that comes out? I see this shoulder head, and it's kind of crazy. I have shoulder head, kind of a right shoulder. Does Mara dump back down to 15? Do I have to bail on this coin? What's up, Mara, baby? What are you doing to me? Hugging that higher low, though. As long as it puts in a higher low. 1, 2, 3. We're good to go on the macro. I still see a 57 Mara. They mind Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin's going up. How could they lose? All right. Yeah, so it came out and then 259, ripped all the way to 958. And this thing's a big coin, too. It's worth $549 a coin. Pretty crazy. Just absolutely ripping. Thank you for that little comment. Let's take a look at our baby MYRO. MYRO. My, oh, my. Guys, I feel like I'm crashing. My body just can't seem to handle it anymore. Yeah, I'm done. I'm cooked, man. So 84% gains out of MYRO. You just want to see that it continues in this ascending triangle. It could be making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. The bigger time frames are very overbought. 6 hours says gains. So I'd stay on that 6 hour until it gets rejected or we lose, some key levels like this trend line. All right. Once you lose the trend line, probably not a good idea. All right. I'll go to 28. Pretty simple. When I move like that, when I kick, when I flip, when I dip, when I hit, when I spit it like when I go, when I know. So we look at this here. Gotta channel, gotta go, gotta flat, gotta vote. And hit the target. We talked about it being at 28 for days. I called 28 in June, around the 30th, 31st, somewhere there. 2 months ago, I was like, this thing's gonna go. That level, about a month and a half ago. And there it goes. Simple, semi-cup and heady, hidden bullish divergence. Moving averages got tight, which was another entry right there in case you missed it. Moving averages are tight there. Pump up to the 200 first. Once you get above the 200, you add to the trade. Simple stuff. That's above a 618 and a 200 SMA. I mean, that is a double factor that manages the trade. And then look, shoulder, kind of head, right shoulder. You're gone. Cup with the handle. There's your cup. There's your handle. Semi-cup and heady. And everything that I go for. Never mind low stochastics, RSI, MACD, and the VRVP. I mean, this thing was ready to rock. All right. Bitcoin just kind of hanging out in the zone here. Starting to slump a little bit. Jasmine coiling up, getting ready to strike again. Interesting. Sammy, change your life, lifer. That's kind of what we've been doing here on a daily basis. Loving this new suit that I got. Fresh to death, man. I just want to get my baby home, make sure my wife's okay, have everyone back. Yeah, I got a pregnant wife in a hospital right now, right? So, hoping I can get her and the baby back by 2-3 o'clock today. That would be a blessing. That prayer for that, everybody. Prayer I get my wife and kid home. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for everyone here and all the DMs that I'm getting from my staff, my friends, the elite lifers, everyone that helps me, my team. Really appreciate it. So starting to fall back a little bit here. And to me, we lost the trend line. See, now you barely retested it. What you can do is always leave the trade if it gets back inside, but it's close. That to me is a loss, though. We were at a high of 72.8. Pretty beautiful high, right? Just feeling this beat. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. Back. Let's get a little pullback here for Bitcoin. Rising wedge wants to break back inside the pattern. Ooh. I might just end my trade and, Oh, take the 400. Now, actually, this one's at break even, and I already took half the trade off, so I'm just kind of letting it rock. We have some hidden bullish swing down while it swings up slightly hidden bullish. So we can't lose the 200 SMA now right here. This is it. See it? That's the big deal right now. It's likely because we already lost the trend line. You know what I'm saying? So like now it's going to likely break down to where it began, rising wedges. It could bounce right here on this 200. This is it. I snatched it. That was a long trade I had open for a long time. It's nice to close it all. Now, is there another trade? Let's take a look. I like when I'm fresh again. Everything's been getting bought back up. Remember that. Logically, it kind of has to keep getting bought back up. It wouldn't make sense that it can't. Because either the ETF is buying it and creating that or it's not. So either we're going to continue to pump or they're not buying it. And we know they're buying it. So there's really nothing else you can do here. But continue to trade bullishly over and over and over again until eventually you get stopped out. Until then, you keep taking longs, baby. In my humble opinion, you do whatever makes you happy, but I keep taking longs. I take a long, baby. I take a long, I take a short, I take it all, baby. And here I am risking 1 for 3 again. Then we keep building. I might risk 10 for 20. I might risk 10. I might risk 10 for 30. You know what I mean? Always 10 for 30, though. And ALGO going for it. Now, ALGO breaks this level. It's going to pump even further to the upside. Someone said XRP is pumping. That's insanity. Wow, that's a nice pump for XRP. And again, do we have a cup and handle? We did. Look at this cup and handle for XRP. And I see XRP moving. Yes, I couldn't tell you why I believe it's going to move. It just says it's going to move. When the charts tell me what's going to happen, I listen. That's how I figured out how to make money. Now, if I use my emotions and what I think, it's not going to be a good look. XRP finally getting some life. Look at that. And remember, XRP went to like $1 in the beginning of the rally last year. I always remember that. Was it 2020 like October of 2020? Then it turned into 2021, right? How's Kazuna doing? I became a Kazuna guy. I got some Kazuna. You got Kazuna in your wallet over here, or you just a kazoo? I'm a Kazuna. So still kind of trending down. Nothing crazy happening for Kazuna right now at the present moment, right? Small market cap. Not many people know about it. I'm still watching this flag, though, to the upside. Only a matter of time for Kazuna. FAKEAI had a little dumpage, got bought back up to the upside, was looking nice. Very small market cap, tight coin, right? I got what I'm willing to lose and see what happens. FAKEAI could have bearish divergence and dump. Anything can happen, but it's so oversold. And not many people know about it, but, you know, watch it. You're taking a shot on the unknown kid here on this bottom trend line, though, for FAKEAI. So far, so good. Could go to 7 6/10% if everything keeps going the way it's supposed to go. Inverse cup and handle, head and shoulders in the 1 day for ALGO. Tayoshi gonna rip hard. Node AI is a hot AI coin. Node AI, yeah. It got shilled, I believe, by Becker, right? Once he shills something, it's gonna boom. Oh, look, it got a nice little whip down. Let's take a look, though, if we can get the right idea here. Node AI. GPU, that's it, GPU, yeah. Now, there's a Node AI on Sol, but this is probably not, this is the real one here. Albank, Open Ocean, MEXC, GPU. Nice bounce back, see? So they got it here, and it's so beat to the ground right now. Now, I don't know what this is, but it looks beat. I'd be careful, man. Maxi says it's, you know, just been getting sold off since the 20th. I'd be careful. I'd have to really research that project if I was going to buy something that low. Now, I don't short Bitcoin. Someone said Bitcoin put short option. Nah, probably not a smart idea to be shorting Bitcoin before the halving, but you do you. Again, I can't tell people what to do. Cup and handle played out pretty nicely, you could say, right? I mean, that pumped all the way to 72.6. From a beautiful entry at 718. I mean, you can't beat that. So now what do we see happening for Bitcoin? I mean, you gotta have to polish these levels off here. I just heard my mom like in my mind talking to me. Probably because I'm lucid right now and haven't slept. So I'm hearing the voice of my dead mother. But I love you, Mom, and I appreciate you. She always had the voice of reason. She always helped me think of things. She would have been so fun to have as my business grown in my life. I wanted to share all my success with my parents. I finally made it. I finally got successful. I finally kind of, the Bitcoin, all the things happened, and my parents died. I bought all the Bitcoin so I could take care of them. I bought all the, you know, I did everything I could in crypto so I could come home and be there for my family and my friends. And my mom and dad died, you know. I didn't sleep because my daughter was bleeding out the nose, and I had to bring her to the emergency room last night. Then she got brought into an ER. And then she got, you know, admitted to the hospital, my friend. So that's why I didn't sleep. So then I came home and was like full of energy and saw Bitcoin ripping and did have to trade for a couple hours to try to like even just kind of relax myself. It was out of control, you know. Made my money for the day, 100% cashed out. My mom's name is Rose. I bought that one because of my mom. Amen. Shout out to Updog, Theta, Byte, Telcoin, Gala, Fat, H-Bar, Mita, and Oakland. Everyone, I can't do all the super chat today. I'll try. I will attempt to. I don't like to say I can't, but it looks like I'm going to end up not getting to all of them. And we're finally kind of rolling over here for Bitcoin. As the moving averages get tight, they start to kind of clump, and we can start to drop down to the 200 SMA. So just be careful here. It's not all prim and roses here. But if we bounce and we go sideways, I'm looking for this too now. We might make a right shoulder and jump. Right. XRP doing damage. Shout out to all the people in XRP. Feels good for you all to be alive. I'm in XRP too. And look, it's a beautiful double bottom. Supposed to break out to the upside. Almost a cup with a handle there. Bang. XRPZ to the easy. And look, I had a play for XRP going to 85 cents. You can say, how did you know? I just said it looked like it was going to break out. The stochastics were low. Moving averages were tight. You're above the 200 SMA on the 4-day. You know you're going to moon. I teach you guys this stuff. Every chart just tends to do it once it's in the right place. So then you just learn how to find the right place, and then you can do it to any asset in the world, you see? Sammy, you've changed my life. I love you, man. Shout out to you. You changed my life. Blessings to all the beautiful people here. You called it a few nights ago, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. There's always someone out there that that supports the lifer, man, and knows the calls. Wow, amazing time to be alive. 4-hour candle booming for XRP. Probably about to go to, maybe this thing goes all the way to 70 cents. What if it's $1 today? It never moves, so this could be a moon candle for XRP. Bitcoin and crypto changed my life, man. You're telling me, my friend, you're telling me. If this is just the beginning, then things are going to get pretty crazy. A lot of people don't believe it. D-Chat pump. Remember we talked about D-Chat? That thing pumping hard. Just in, MicroStrategy buys an additional 12,000 Bitcoins worth $821 million. Now they're all battling who can buy more when it's up high at the highest price it's ever been at. And everybody wants in. So don't you see what's happening? Do you not see it? It likely will continue to go up in value. It likely will continue to pump astronomically. But that's crazy. They buy an additional 12,000 Bitcoin, 820 million, basically $1 billion worth more of Bitcoin. Just making, I saw this one guy say there's going to be more inflows of into the billions. XRP booming, leading the pack today in the last hour. Stellar Lumen's always following close behind. Cardano likes to pump. The big boys getting a move here. Litecoin even getting into the mix for Tommy Crown. WorldCoin, looking like it's going to continue to move. That thing is out of contain. VeChain, an oldie but goodie, getting back in the game. Quant. Starknet continues to hit gains. We looked at it at 187 after that dip back from 212. Pull back for AGIX. It was at a 150 level, 125 now, right? FLOKI getting busy. Chainlink back. I don't think Chainlink ever goes back below $20. I bought 100 grand of Chainlink. Up my first $1,000. There we go. Actually, no, a buck on 20. Wow, so every time Chainlink goes up $1, I make 5 grand, right? Because it's 1/20th, right? That's crazy. One of my daughters had an allergic reaction last night from peanuts. I hope everything went okay. Did you get her to the hospital? Did you have to take her to the hospital? Did everything go okay? If you got to the like button, it's all good. Just hit it now. Let's get to 1,000 likes, everybody. Every show, you've been doing it for me. I'm live streaming, even though I was at the hospital with my family all night. Hit that like button if you can. 138 likes would get us all the way to the right price. My last name is Sammy Price, baby. Sammy Price, man. Samuel James Price. I'm here for you every single day of the week, baby. Never taking a day off, never leaving you down and out. Always here for you every single step of the way, baby. Because I love y'all. I want to see you change your lives. I want to see you have fun. I want to see you go after what makes you tick. I found my chi. I found my inner I found what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Mentoring, meeting people around the world, teaching people how to make financial gains through cryptocurrency, man. Hardest working man of the game. Shout out to Lifer Adam in the house. Shout out to IAG, Updog, Theta, and BYTE. Everyone, we're going to have to look at these together as a group. All right. And Bitcoin struggling back to 72,000. All right. Still has way more liquidity above it. Do you think it really goes back down to 62K? Think the whales let it go? I don't know. I don't think they want to make their ETF look that bad, honestly. But you never know. Shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody. Hitting milestones every day, and we appreciate it. We know it's not easy, but with your help, every single day the channel survives and continues to push and become one of the premier channels in cryptocurrency with one of the best communities, the best people around. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. So look, this last one is battling here. Could easily get wicked up again. Look, losing the 200 SMA. We got to get back above that to remain bullish for Bitcoin. All right. I definitely need a break, at least a 20-hour nap. I mean, a 2-hour nap before my, that's a rising wedge that to me is starting to break to the downside. You lost the key level too. And you got some bearish divergence here on the 5-minute that's really strong. That swings down, that swings up. So where do we go? What do I see happening for Bitcoin? Don't worry, I'm going to clean this all up for you in a second. You see all my targets, they're here. They don't really change. All right, so 72,500 is resistance. Can we get back above it? Slap on your moving average to see where the 21 is. See, the 21 is pretty far away. So what we might get is a false move Monday, is a move back inside the pattern. So you're looking for one. You're looking for two things. You're looking for price to bounce, or you're looking for price to come up and kind of make an upward trending flag. So it's either going to do this, trend up and pull the 21 towards it, and then pump, which is likely. Or someone's gonna attempt to sell it off. It's gonna bounce. If it loses this level here, that's when you could start to think it's possibly time for a short. If it loses 69,900, but until then, you gotta just kind of flag this out. Watch how the 3-hour interacts with the 21-day moving average. Okay, watch how this price makes its flag. That's how I look at price action. Same thing here right now. There's nothing wrong with this 1 hour. Smash the like. Shout out to everybody here. Now everybody thinks Bitcoin will go to 100K in a day. I mean, I don't think, man. The charts just convey there could be a big move. You never know. Only time will tell. And honestly, I feel like we need you just need smaller time frames. My whole life, before I knew smaller time frames, I didn't understand what was happening. I missed out on a lot of price action. Once I moved to the smaller time frames, things started to make sense. Look, there's a chance we hold this and this just gets busy, right? Remember, there's so many people buying Bitcoin right now. So watch, that trend line holds, you go tighter, and then you're going to break out. 76,000. Target. So I'd be watching this closely. You just have to assume, right now, you have to assume you're more bullish than you do. You just have to assume you're going to go up. You're going to make more money assuming you're going to go up than you are making, that it's all about probability. And if the probability is one way, then you assume you can make money that way. Until you can't. All right. That's pretty bullish to me. That tells me I may want to add to the trade. Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I'm exhausted. I got to pass out. I see a bunch of super chats. I will get to them tomorrow, and I will even maybe update a couple of them. One I'll take a look at is BYTE. It's a brand new little coin. I don't own any. So I'm not doing this out of my own. I just want to see what's up with it. I heard it's hot. It's blowing up. I could see it making some moves. It's come down since I looked at it in a little bit of a flag here. That's a good sign. $45 million market cap. Liquidity is locked. That's a good sign, right? Everything looks good. Hey, it could continue to moon. 400% though to get a huge move. Memes, you want like 3,000% to get a move like that. But it still looks like something big could happen with BYTE. We look like we were talking about what I guess someone must have asked me about it on December 15th. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Flag out Bitcoin. See that it stays on this trend line, stays above the 200 SMA on the 50-minute. You can have yourself a party here. Low stochastics could be defying this bearish divergence. Bearish divergence will just continue to get defied. 277 for Bitcoin. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on in and being a part of the live. Let me move over here so you guys can see forgot I was in the wrong spot, but blessings for you. Blessings for my family. I'm going to say a prayer right now that my daughter is well. I'll be back in the trading group kicking it, showing you guys what's hot, showing you where the market's going, and teaching you how to find the trend, baby, and trade the trend until it's not, because it's your friend. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Blessings on blessings to be alive. And I will see you with another Bitcoin tie-on tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Gratitude for each and every one of you. Your most precious asset is your time. Thank you so much for giving me your time, making this beautiful show happen. Come back tomorrow at the right time. Remember, an hour earlier, everyone. We got you. Blessings. Thank you.